Okay, so here we're going to put an offer together through C.A.R forms. So the website's C.A.R.org. You're going to click on Realtor Secure Transaction. You want to access zip forms. By now you would have a login and a password. You log in here. You're waiting for the membership to be validated. Click continue. So here you go. We're just going to make a dummy transaction for now. We'll go new. Let's say it's a purchase. There should be a template, but let's say it's going to be for, you can save it under, let's say, the last name, first name, residential, templates. You go, you want to click on purchase agreement here, save. So let's assume the address is, you get the address here, you get the name, you need the APN number, the legal description. So we're going to open up another page right here, which is Realist. And we're going to go back to the C.A.R forms, wherever that's located. Where did I put that at? Let's see. Here it goes. Okay. So you're going to go here. What I normally do is I click on all forms. It has the cover sheet and the purchase agreement, okay? So what you'll do is if you follow the cover sheet, this is your cheat sheet. If you load this correctly, everything should work itself out. So Richard Reyes, let's say the address is 1103 Hollenbeck. It should automatically populate. If it doesn't, back it out. There you go. See? Then you click here. Check that box. Seller name, let's just say for the sake of argument, it's Richard Reyes. You click here. Now, MLS number. You would get, if it's on the MLS, you'll get it from this page here. Here's your MLS number. Let's assume it was this one. We'll click here. Again, 1103 South Hollenbeck. Sorry, up here, 03 South Hollenbeck. Now, legal description. Remember, go back to Realist. Legal description is right here. You highlight that. You paste it. Tax ID number is typically the APN. There you go. Go here, here, and then purchase price. Let's say you want to offer $925 for it. $925,000 is what you're offering. Let's say you're making the purchase, the date for today, and let's say you want 30-day escrow. So we can fix this afterwards. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute here. To make your offer strong, especially in this market, you typically want to put down 3% of the purchase price. So at $925 times 3%, that's $27,550. This is the way you figure it. 925 times 3% equals 27750. 27750. Now, offering date is today. Acceptance date, we don't have one. Total amount financed. Assuming you're going to go FHA financing, just for the sake of doing it, you go 925 minus 3.5%. That's what you'd be putting down. Now you click equal, that's what you're going to be financing. 892,625. 892,625. 892,625. You're going to say it's a residential property. Usually the buyers, you'll have the agent's information here, okay? So in this case, let's say we're representing the buyer, okay? So you'll go to EXP license. Here it is right here. So this is a company we're going to use for now. We can use that. License number's here. Click here. Their address, they want us to use their address, so it's 2603 Suite 200. So it's right. There you go. Automatically populates. Boom. This says agent's number. name. Should be right here. License number 018476999. Cell phone 714-600-3334. Email richard@richardreyesteam.com. And you would have the agent's information here. So the way you would want to do that, so assuming it was this one here on Country Point, here's the agent's contact information right here. His name's Jerry Wolf, right? So I'm going to click on his name and I'll grab all that information here and then I'll enter it here, okay? Now, lender's information, if you should have it, let's say it's Prime Equity Mortgage. And you put their address in, telephone number, lender's name, Andrew Quesada, his phone number, and then whether he's financing conventional or FHA, we're going to click FHA. It's very important that you click one of these because if it's FHA, there's going to be an additional disclosure, which is called an FHA amendatory clause. So now that we've filled all this out here, you back this out, and now if you go into the residential purchase agreement, you'll see the buyer's name's here. The buyer's name's here. Seller's name, license number. So you got all this. This is all the disclosures. Okay, so the date is for today. You'll say a 30-day escrow, 30. You'll notice that, well, typically the agent's information will be here for the seller's representative, and then our information is here representing them as the broker. This is our earnest money deposit, and because you did your math correctly, you'll notice that the amount financed is $892,625. You'll click here because it's an FHA offer. You go to the second page. This is where they start asking you for additional items, such as whether you have the verification of down payment attached, which you not typically want that, so you click here. Whether this property is contingent upon an appraisal, how many days you need. You want to shrink these as much as you can. So this is by default, you're given 17 days to do your appraisal, right? So we put 10 here to make the offer seem a little bit more enticing. It says loan application within 3 days after acceptance, buyer shall deliver seller a letter of buyer's lender. We'll click here because typically we'll have them already approved. Loan contingencies, typically 21 days. You want to shrink that down as much as possible. Get with your lender to find out how many days they need. We're going to put 10 days here. And then you'll click here. Seller typically pays for the NHD. NHD is natural hazard disclosure. That's to let you know whether the house is located in a flood, in an earthquake area, or fire, right? So you click here. The seller typically pays for that. I would say seller's choice. If you want the seller to pay for the termite report, this is where you'll click here. And what you'll say is seller to pay for the following report, section 1, including clearance. Escrow and title is typically 50-50, so you put 50-50 each their own fees. Seller typically takes care of the title policy. Seller to take care of transfer taxes, I put if applicable, just so that covers us or covers a buyer. City transfer, if applicable. If it's an HOA, seller's private transfer, if applicable. Now, home warranty. Now, this is where you'll ask the buyer if they want a home warranty. Typically in a seller's market, the sellers aren't paying for anything, including termite. So everything's going to be on a case-by-case basis. So here you have a home warranty. If they should choose to have a home warranty, you're asking the seller to pay for the home warranty. Let's say it's $550. You want it upgraded with the company name to include the air conditioning, whether it has a pool. I usually put here electrical, roof, and plumbing, and there you go. Now, the stove typically stays on all sales. You have a refrigerator and you have a washer and dryer. You'll want to ask the buyer, if they want to request this. All you'll do is check these off. Now, once this is done, you scroll all the way down, just make sure all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted. And once it's done, what you'll do is you'll save the PDF, save to my device, click to download. There you go. Your offer is ready to go to submit. You can get them to sign it in person, or you can get them to sign via DocuSign, and I'll create another video so that you can see that. But now you can see that everything's checked off, everything's filled in, excuse me. 30-day escrow, 925, financed amount. So it looks like we're good to go. See, all good. Let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully this video was enlightening. Thanks again.